welcome back to Game Bent. My name's Ethan York.
And I'm Justin, GameSage Borras.
And today we are going to be talking about Titanfall and everything it brings to the table for the next generation.
So let's go ahead and talk about some things that we know about it already.
Okay.
This game is releasing March 11th.
Which I think is a good month out of the year, considering I know a lot of games come out in November, and since this is it's kind of early in the year, and I think a lot of people are going to purchase this simply because, they're feasting for a new game.
Exactly, and I'm very excited about it, it's only a few weeks away, so
yeah,
I'm very, very, very excited about it. It is a Microsoft exclusive, which everyone probably knows by now, but we should touch on that subject. It is a Microsoft exclusive.
Which is weird because it's not published or developed by Microsoft. It's just simply an exclusive, which is weird, but...
Right. But it's actually going to have a different publisher, I believe, or developer. One of the two.
Yeah.
For the 360 version as opposed to the Xbox One, and it is releasing on PC as well.
Yeah.
There is an alpha going on about it right now. In fact, my younger brother's, Matt... His friend out in Hawaii is playing it right now. So, our brother got to play it, and we have not yet, which is,
stupid because he's not even a gamer. He's just like...
it kind of makes me mad. But, whatever. The beta is going on the 14th through the 19th. And there are only so many ways to get the codes. I tried to look up how to get one the other day, and they weren't very specific on it. I heard things that, you can possibly get one through IGN or, Respawn or EA, giving out codes and stuff like that. So,
if you have an Origin account, you never know. They might just pop a code in your email, so,
Yeah, and that's the other thing about the PC version of the game is it does have to be played through Origin. So, all you PC gamers out there, if you love Steam and can't stand Origin, which, I don't see how you would. I like Origin. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but... whatever.
It's EA, so I mean...
I have some games on Origin, so, whatever. It is being developed, like I said earlier, by Respawn
Entertainment, which was started by...
Vince Zampella.
And, what's the other guy's name?
Jason West.
Yeah, he, fun fact about both of them, they were both fired from Infinity Ward.
Iffy subject.
Yeah, iffy subject. Needless to say, they were with Infinity Ward. Now they're not. Now they're making their own game. They, when they were with the company, they actually did not want to make a third Modern Warfare. They were completely against the idea, and they were discarded from the company.
Well, I mean, look at what in my personal opinion, what a travesty. Modern Warfare 3 was. I mean, literally the same engine, same textures. It was.
That game was awful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Call of Duty is dead now. To me, it's dead. Anyway. So let's get into some gameplay. This isn't. I mean, this is Call of Duty. It's gonna feel like Call of Duty because, let's face it, these two guys were the ones behind Modern Warfare 2.
Which, in my opinion, was a good game. People hate that game, but I think it was not as good as Call of Duty 4, but I still think it was pretty good.
Right, so you take the role on as a Titan pilot. They add some things to the gameplay, like you get a jetpack, so you get to run along walls and
which is super sick.
Think Call of Duty meets Prince of Persia on that one. So that's actually really, really cool. I really do like that. You can double jump, and overall your character is just more agile.
I feel like the jumping system in this game and how everything works is it's got a touch of Halo to it, because I know in Halo you jumped really high, and there was a little bit of a parkour.
I'm gonna say more so Reach than well, I mean obviously that is Halo, but
little bit of maybe even some Mirror's Edge thrown in there, because Mirror's Edge was a lot of parkour, and you got like double jumping and running across walls.
I have
like
that game, but I have yet to play it.
Oh man!
Yeah, I know. I have not played it yet, but I do own it. I do own it. The main thing about this game, because it is, first-person combat, you do control your pilot and stuff like that. But the one thing that everyone knows this game for is the Titan.
These things are, it's such a curveball in, the first-person shooter genre.
Which I like.
Yeah, I do too. It's so... I don't know what to say. Like, it's going to be super interesting. And one of the things about the Titans that's kind of interesting is because of, you know, the influence of the Titans and, you know, some AI bots in the multiplayer. The multiplayer is actually 6v6 at launch. I don't know if they're going to change that, but I know for the meantime it is going to be 6 versus 6, which, you know, from a distance it sounds kind of bad, but when you really look into it, it's like, oh, you're going to have all these things interacting on the map. I think it was a good choice for the game. Yeah,
exactly. So, you know, kind of back to you know, the about the Titans.
Yeah,
they are. They're kind of like in terms of Call of Duty terms. They're like kind of rewards for getting kill streaks. So they're the you know, they're like the UAV or, you know, the bomb run or, you know, the helicopter. Or whatever. They are rewards for getting kill streaks.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice. And you know, one of the cool things about it is that you can actually get into the cockpit.
Yeah.
Or you can have it follow you around like it's a massive AI bodyguard.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a companion of some sort.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
like following you around.
Personally, I haven't gotten to play it yet, so I don't know how well the AI is.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah.
But, you know,
well, it can't be too good, because then if it's better than your actual player, you can pretty much just hide behind it and let it do all the work for you.
Right.
But if it's too bad, nobody's going to want it.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the cool things to kind of add balance to the game is the fact that pilots will get offhanded weapons, you know, like a rocket launcher or some kind of cannon or something like that, to actually be able to take down Titans.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be this thing where, you know, someone gets a Titan and all of a sudden they're running around just murdering all the pilots on the map if you haven't gotten it yet. You know, it does seem like it's fairly balanced. And
I feel like kind of with balance, the game, at least the gameplay that I've seen from the multiplayer, flows in a cinematic form. Like, I was watching gameplay the other day. And, you know, there was these two Titans on the map. One was on one team, one was on the other team, and they were kind of fighting each other. And once one was kind of, you know, low on health, it shot the guy at least, I don't know, 50 feet up in the air. And then he lands on top of the Titan, does something to it, and then gets in that one, and then starts shooting more people.
That's actually what the next point I was going to bring up, is the fact that pilots can actually run on top of their Titans, or on top of opponents' Titans, and like shoot them at like point blank range. It's freaking awesome.
It flows so wonderfully. At least the gameplay that I've seen, it flows like a single player game, and it's multiplayer, which is it's a huge accomplishment in my opinion if they get it to work properly.
Well, and I'll get into the subject in a little bit, because I want to keep on talking about the features of the game and stuff like that. But I will touch on the whole single player multiplayer thing. So the loadout menu is kind of similar to Call of Duty. You get your main weapon, you get the cannon weapon. So
like an anti-Titan.
Right, exactly. And you can outfit these with, 2 attachments and stuff like that. You do get a sidearm also. Yeah. You also get a what kind of... It's like an item pack or something like that. You either get cloaking or you get...
So it's similar to the Call of Duty perk system, but it's not exactly the Call of Duty perk system.
Right, yeah. And I think, I think in the alpha, what we saw in the videos was that there were cloaking and there was a stim pack, which is kind of like a boost of speed.
Yeah.
And
which
stuff
is
like that.
obviously it's like similar to perks like Marathon and a Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly.
There's definitely some resemblances.
Exactly. And Titans also have a loadout menu.
Yeah.
You can pick Assault, Tank, or Artillery.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
I was looking at you.
I got it. You can change out weapons and stuff like that on the Titans too. So that's pretty cool. I think the Titans get perks too.
It's possible.
Like
I think that would.
But
yeah.
So kind of to touch, get back on the subject that I was talking about. With the single player.
Yeah.
It's not completely single player.
Yeah.
It will have single player elements.
Yeah.
And then drop you into a multiplayer map. So you can progress the story, but the core of the game is a multiplayer experience.
So I feel like a lot of the times when there's games that have single player and multiplayer, a lot of the multiplayer maps are kind of built around what's in the single player. I think this is kind of the opposite, where the single player maps are kind of built around the multiplayer maps. Right. Which is an interesting twist.
It is, and like Ethan was saying earlier, it is a 6v6 multiplayer game. Now, Battlefield fans might, get extremely turned off by that.
Especially since the new Battlefield's got 64 versus 64.
Or even, Call of Duty recently, has been putting a lot more people into their matches.
They're trying, but...
Right, right. But, alright, and this was a game design decision.
Yeah.
Because, not everyone is a, elitist Call of Duty fan, or elitist Call of Duty player out there. I don't know, all you elite Call of Duty fans out there is just like, oh, well, you just suck. And it's like, no, okay. All right, you guys are good. That's great. You guys are great at what you do, and that's fine. But, other people want to enjoy these kind of games, too. And a lot of the times when, they're not as good as some of the other players out there, they, kind of feel like they're less involved, less important. They kind of just feel like they're cannon fodder for, the elite players and stuff like that. And
a lot of the times the elite players would just scream at the, the people that are going even or maybe a little bit negative in the KD section, and they'll just, scream at them for being such, a negative contribution, when really it's like, when you're going, 64-2, you're carrying the whole team. There's no need to yell at the little guy.
Yeah, I mean, the Call of Duty community has pretty much turned into the League of Legends community at this point, It's
which is bad.
Yeah, yeah. No room for beginners, you know? So, but, the reason why they did that was because it adds more room for beginning players or, intermediate players to feel like they're doing something
with all the stuff that I think is going to be going on in the maps at the same time, Titan battles happening, and, all this stuff I feel like is going to be so action-packed. If they put 12v12, I feel like it would be such a just cluster of people and things happening that the game would turn into basically Call of Duty, where it's just like a mindless shooter and there's no thinking involved whatsoever.
Right, exactly. One of the things is that they added AI bots in there.
Yeah.
Now, these were not meant to really be a challenge for players like that. They're there for, more to be cannon fodder or just to make the overall battle more hectic.
Yeah, which I think it's a good choice that they did make it 6v6, because they're adding all these things, making the game more hectic. And if they added more players, I think it would go a little beyond hectic and just kind of a cluster, and I just don't think that would really be right for the game.
And technically, even though it is 6v6, with all the AI in the game, and say every pilot on the 6-person team or whatever made their Titans companions. Yeah. Technically, this game does have the ability to make it. To make it a 48 match.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. And personally, even if they didn't have all these things to make the game more hectic, as you were saying with the the AI grunts and the Titans, I think, at least me personally, one of my favorite game types to search for in a Call of Duty game was Team Tactical, and the reason for that was it was 4v4. It is much easier to find 3 of your buddies to play with you, and it requires a level of strategy, and you get to talk to your friends, as well as you get to think of a plan, and I like that, because I feel like you're more involved as opposed to, okay, let's all jump in a game and just mindlessly do whatever. But I feel with the lower player count, it allows for more strategic gameplay.
Right, exactly.
Which equals smarter players. So
exactly. So that's kind of all the information. Yeah. In a nutshell. In a nutshell, for that game. So this is the part of the video where we disagree on. Yeah. And the big question is, since Zampella. Yeah. I think that's how you say his last name.
And West.
And West. Were originally part of Infinity Ward. Yeah. Is Titanfall going to beat Call of Duty?
Initial opinions, you go, and then I'll go after.
Okay, my initial opinion. With Titanfall, no. Not in the first game. Because you have to establish a fan base. Yeah. Which is, what Call of Duty had to do. Now, what people seem to forget is that Call of Duty was originally a World War II series. Yeah. Not this Modern Warfare regurgitation crap that comes out every frickin' year. Yeah. So, I believe that people are starting to get sick of the same formula over and over and over and over again without any change. Because, come on, Ghost released, and everyone, who was all excited about Ghost, turned around and was just like, oh, this is crap. Because it's the same stuff all the time. Yeah. So, I think that Titanfall is going to establish a foothold in the genre, and that the series as a whole will eventually kill Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty is no longer intuitive enough. It's not they're not integrating anything really that new with each iteration of a release. So
my opinions on Titanfall and Call of Duty, will Titanfall beat out Call of Duty? In the first generation is a definite no. As much as this game has been hyped up, that's pretty much all the game is so far, is just hype, and a lot of people can't simply rely on hype to, necessarily determine if a game... Well...
Call of Duty Ghosts!
Yeah, that's true. There wasn't much hype to go with that.
Oh my god.
The series is slowly deteriorating. I will agree with you on that. Call of Duty... Honestly, it's slowly going down.
What was the one thing that the Ghost banked on? All right, what did they previewed that new before even the game released. They previewed the first DLC pack with the aliens and all this other stuff.
Stupid.
It was nothing but hype.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by hype is saying because Titanfall is a new series, the series as a whole is it's just hype so far because nobody besides previews have played it before. As a series whole, I really don't know. I feel like because Titanfall is the way that the next generation Call of Duties should have been, but because of the whole scandal with Zambella and West, how that whole turned down, the way that Call of Duty's really just been banking on practically doing the same game over and over again. I feel like Titanfall probably could have, sold the same, being sold as maybe like Call of Duty Titanfall. Like, I feel like if it wasn't for the whole scandal, this probably would have been what Call of Duty, the better version of it, should be. But I feel like because a lot of people are like, they're getting tired of Call of Duty, I agree, because the game is a regurgitation. But I feel that, I really don't know. I feel like a lot of people are going to think it's a little too similar to Call of Duty. Whoa. I feel like the first couple months is going to be kind of like a honeymoon phase with the game. Everybody's going to be excited to play it. But after a while, people are going to be like, I feel like I'm playing a better version of Call of Duty. And I don't know if that feeling...
What's the key word right there?
Better version.
Exactly.
Better, yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? Alright, the thing about the West is that, alright, so over in Japan, you got the RPG market, right? I really don't know what, people in Europe are really into,
I know my uncle, our uncle that lives in Europe is really into, like, the medieval stuff, so I don't know if that covers all of Europe.
That's Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Well, not everyone, but here in the West, in the US, they love their first-person shooters.
That's true.
So, any game could come out and be like, oh, it's like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But you know what? First-person shooter is first-person shooter is a first-person shooter.
Yeah.
So,
the last time a game kind of like took the crown from another game, and I know this is gonna induce so much nerd rage between you that you're gonna explode.
Okay.
But just hear me out here. Call of Duty 4 was kind of what. I feel like everybody was really into Halo 3 for a while, and then I think Call of Duty 4 is really what started that. I think that was the game that it made it known to a lot of people that Call of Duty kind of took the crown away from Halo, if that makes any sense. Because Halo was the game to beat for a long time.
Yes, okay. In that sense, okay, well, personally, I believe that they're apples and oranges, alright? Halo is Halo and Call of Duty is Call of Duty. The one thing that induces nerd rage in me is the fact that you keep on claiming that Modern Warfare 1, Call of Duty 4, was the one that really put it on the map, and that's just not true.
Not necessarily putting it on the map. I feel like Call of Duty 4, at least, because you were talking about before this video how a lot of the people that play Call of Duty now, they're a lot younger. I feel like the younger audience of Call of Duty, I feel like it was Call of Duty 4 that really took the young audiences, like people that are my age, that's what introduced them into Call of Duty. I know because you're a bit older that you... Well, no, I'm not trying to... You're not walking around with a cane yet, but I feel like the younger generation that makes up a good portion of the Call of Duty market, I feel like Call of Duty 4 was really the game that... that introduced them into the Call of Duty world. I know Call of Duty was a big thing before then. Like Call of Duty 3 was a big deal.
Call of Duty 2 was a huge deal.
Yeah. And a lot of the classic Call of Duties, although they were in the same time period, that's kind of how the new Modern Warfares are doing it now. A lot of it was back in the day. But I feel like Call of Duty 4 was really what I feel like Call of Duty 4, not only did it really, I know you were a Call of Duty fan before that. You enjoyed Call of Duty 4, right?
I enjoyed Call of Duty. Well, yeah. I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty since they broke away from Medal of Honor and did Call of Duty, the first one, on PC. So.
Well, I feel like not only did the original Call of Duty fans, they really enjoyed Call of Duty 4, but I feel like it also introduced another big audience to Call of Duty 4. To the Call of Duty franchise in general.
Really kind of revolutionized the multiplayer shooter in its formula and stuff like that. So it did bring a lot of new people to the series in that sense because, let's face it, the very first Call of Duty 4, or not, the first Modern Warfare Call of Duty. I mean, to this day, I still believe it's the best Call of Duty multiplayer out there. I really think it's the best one out there for multiplayer.
Which, by the way, if they made an HD remake of that on the... Well, not really an HD remake. It's already
in HD.
But if they brought that back on the Xbox One marketplace, I guarantee you, there'd be at least... I don't know, but that game it's phenomenal, and if everybody had to restart from scratch, in terms of their Call of Duty 4 multiplayer stats, I feel like that would sell a lot. But to my original point, would you agree that Call of Duty eventually took over Halo? Like, Halo was the #1 game, and then Call of Duty slowly...
In terms of mass market, yes and no.
Okay.
Because people constantly fluctuate between Call of Duty and Halo.
That's true.
One's sci-fi, one's modern, and stuff like that. The thing about it is Halo, they don't... I don't really want to use the word... I'm not going to use the word regurgitate. They don't repeat themselves
I agree.
much because they don't release
Halos
as much.
Yeah.
So, and the thing about that is, this whole Modern Warfare genre, when Call of Duty 4 came out, I loved that game. It was just like, all right, this is something different. I'm used to World War II. Now I'm just like, please, go back to World War II.
Yeah. Or at least change something. Like, their whole modern/future, or not so far in the future, is like a mixture. It's like... Hell, I don't even know what to feel about it. I feel like your equipment and your kill streaks do the work for you, and like you get your first 3 kills or 4 or 5 kills, whatever, with your regular gun, and then everything else after that, it's some other type of electronic device doing everything for you. And, to get back to my point about, Halo and Call of Duty, I said before that, the reason I don't think Titanfall is going to take the #1 spot as a series is because people are, like I said, I think that Titanfall... I'm looking at it as, it's a better Call of Duty. But when Call of Duty, kind of took the throne against Halo, I don't think people were looking at Call of Duty as like, this is just going to be a better Halo. So, I mean, I feel that Titanfall is just, it's going to be too similar. It's going to be a better version of Call of Duty, essentially, but I feel like it's going to be so similar to Call of Duty that I just think maybe for 1 or 2 games it'll have the top spot, but I think after that...
Well, then let me ask you this. Okay. So, since we're talking about, what the potential COD killers,
I think
Destiny.
I was just going to say that. I think Destiny has a much better shot at taking the throne as the #1 game, as being the COD killer.
Because Destiny is an MMO, though. So, I mean, there's such a vast world and so many things to do, and you can customize your character and all this other stuff.
Though, with Destiny... I feel like it's still familiar to people, the COD audience, because it is, first person and stuff like that. But it's a similar play style, so to say. But for somebody, they're just looking at it and they're looking at Destiny, and it's still different. It's vastly different from Call of Duty, obviously. But it's still first person, which is still kind of like a comfort area for some people. And I think that game, if it does turn into a series, which it will, then I think that has the potential to take the throne from Call of Duty as opposed to Titanfall.
Right. But to get to your point of, you're saying, Titanfall is just a better Call of Duty. wouldn't Destiny just be a better Halo? I mean, it's made by the same company.
I agree that Destiny... well, I don't know. Destiny... I feel like we could probably compare Destiny to Halo if Halo was the top game right now. But because we're looking at what's going to be the COD killer... I think Destiny's got a better shot. It's a whole new environment.
It's bigger. It's
much bigger. I mean, MMOs personally, like, I could probably get down to some World of Warcraft if it was kind of like more familiar to me. Like, you got all these things like macros.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been playing since 2008, so that's why.
It's familiar to you. But just imagine, being able to play World of Warcraft, but it's related to something you've been playing practically your whole life, or what, the video game industry has just been pounding, and lately all of that is first-person shooters. So they're taking first-person shooters, and they're completely they're just like, okay, let's give it a completely new environment. It's the only thing you can really compare it to is Halo, and even then it's not all that similar to Halo.
I think that if Borderlands had a multiplayer arena style thing, I think that could have, while incorporating the RPG elements of it, I think that could have given Call of Duty a run for its money.
I agree, especially with, even
Titanfall right now.
In a sense, what Borderlands did, at least the first one, was incredibly smart. They pretty much smack dab right in the middle between Call of Duty released and the next Call of Duty was about to be regurgitated. They smacked... they were basically pinpointed exactly when everybody's going to be tired of Call of Duty. They want something fresh, but at the same time being familiar. Mm-hmm. They released Borderlands. That game flew off the shelf.
Well, yeah, because, people love RPGs. Yeah. And what was the one thing that game gave you that everyone loves?
My personal opinion, loot. That and... Loot. I agree.
Everyone loves loot. Anyone who plays World of Warcraft or any other MMO, what do you want? New gear. Better gear.
Well, I think the reason that Borderlands flew off the shelves, and this is my personal opinion, is that people are, they're playing Call of Duty, and the honeymoon phase for the new Call of Duty is over.
Fades much quicker. It's almost like,
every generation, it goes down about a month.
Well, so you're talking about honeymoon phase. It's just like, all right, Call of Duty, it's like you're on like your 6th marriage now. It's just like, all right, I've been here so many times before. I'm not going to get that excited about it. So.
And I feel like the honeymoon phase was over for Call of Duty. People wanted something new. While, like I said before, still being familiar, the first person was there. That game flew off the shelves because people were so tired of playing Call of Duty. They wanted something familiar, but not the same as Call of Duty. So Borderlands flew off the shelves. It's different while being, familiar to people. And I think that's why Borderlands flew off the shelves. And that's why, in my personal opinion, I think Destiny has got a much better shot at being the COD killer than Titanfall. And if Titanfall doesn't change their whole one console and PC business, I don't even think it's possible.
Okay, so we were talking about exclusivity, whatever.
Exclusivity.
There we go. Yeah, sorry, I'm horrible at English.
Yeah.
Can't believe I'm a college graduate. Anyway, so about that, so far only Titanfall is exclusive. I personally think that this is the beginning of a series. So when Titanfall 2 inevitably comes out, who knows? It might make its way to PS4.
But in my personal opinion, if it doesn't, okay. So hypothetical question: we're gonna, will Titanfall be the COD killer? We're gonna kind of rephrase the question. If Titanfall stays on the One and the PC, do you still think it's going to kill COD?
I think it could definitely give it a run for its money. There are a lot of PC gamers out there.
As well as One gamers. And
in the whole competitiveness of it, maybe, because let's just face it, the accuracy with the mouse is far greater than that with a controller. That's a proven fact.
Yes, that's and PC graphics, if you get the right stuff, it have the capability of being much better than the next gen graphics.
So, it's hard to tell right now at this point.
If Titanfall stays one console and PC, and Destiny continues to, so let's say Destiny puts out a game every year and it goes on one PS4 and PC, which do you think has the better chance of being the COD killer? My personal vote is Destiny. Yeah. it applies to a wider audience just because it's on both consoles. You know, like I said with Borderlands, it's different while still being familiar to people because it is first person. Yeah. I'm guessing the controls are going to be. My guess they're going to be almost identical to Halo. If not, you know, probably. With the whole stick aiming instead of trigger aiming, they're probably going to have.
And let's face it, you know, 343. Actually, this isn't made by 343.
No, it's made by Bungie.
By Bungie, yeah. They have been exclusively Microsoft. Yeah. You know, throughout the entirety of the Halo series. Yeah. So
wait, it's so odd because you know, a company that's so used to being Xbox exclusive, they're branching out and being all consoles, and then you got Titanfall coming out that has no connection. It doesn't seem like they have any connection with like the game development to Microsoft whatsoever. They're still going with only the one, which is it's coming out on the 360 also. Well, it is also coming out on the 360, but it's not coming out on the PS3. It's not coming out on the PS4, and it doesn't seem they don't have any obvious connections to Microsoft that I can see. Yeah. So I'm a little baffled to why they wouldn't release it on the PlayStation, both PlayStations. But
just the deal they struck.
Honestly, so. I don't think it's a bad business move by them because they're probably getting paid by Microsoft to keep it on their consoles.
Well, they're probably getting paid a lot because let's face it, consoles need exclusive games.
Yeah, that's true.
But you know, I think that's I think that's where we're gonna start winding down. You know, so you know, guys, let us know what you think. You know, you guys think that Titanfall is going to be the, you know, Call of Duty killer? Yeah. Or, you know, whether Destiny is going to have a chance? Either way, you know, everyone's got to start admitting Call of Duty's on its way down.
Oh, Call of Duty's been on its way down for a while. It's
becoming the next Guitar Hero.
Yeah, and, well, Guitar Hero, the difference between Guitar Hero and Call of Duty is Guitar Hero was good for maybe the first 3 games, and after that it started winding down because, you know, it was so fresh to people. Call of Duty, for maybe... It was good for 2 games. It was good for Call of Duty 4, like the genre for the modern stuff. It was good for Call of Duty 4. Modern Warfare 2 turned a lot of people off. Black Ops 1 was good. Modern Warfare 3 was bleh. Black Ops 2 was bleh, and Ghost is bleh. So it's going down, and it's going down fast.
And you know, there is one word that sums up both of those series.
Bleh.
Activision.
Yeah. That's true.
Activision. So, alright, I think that's where we're, going to wind it down today. So
let us know down in the comment section below what next-gen game you think is going to pass Call of Duty, or what game you want to pass Call of Duty. Personally...
Or if you even think that Call of Duty is capable of being beaten.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly do. Yeah, it's going to happen. At least I hope it does, because if people keep buying the same game over and over again...
Anyway,
my name's Ethan York.
And I'm Justin GameSage Borras.
And we'll see you guys some other time.